What's going on? This is your man John Fortune, your host of the Frustrated Fan Sports Show. And today, y'all, man, Washington goes down to the Pittsburgh Steelers by 28-27 on a penalty by Johnny Newton. And you saw his reaction after the game where he clearly was crying at the fact that he could not believe that he made such a costly mistake. This was a game where Washington could have shown some real grit, and they did show grit, but there were a lot of things that went wrong in this game that made it difficult for them to sustain drives and at the same time get Pittsburgh off the field. Like, there was so many times, like, here we are now again, third game in a row where they come out after halftime defensively flat. You know, like, and let a team come back in the second half after putting on such a strong performance in the first half. Like, I don't know what that's about, but the last three games, Chicago, the Giants, and of course now the Pittsburgh Steelers, they've come out flat in the second half and have let teams come back into the game. A game that they were dominating defensively and that they've been dominating the whole time. So I don't know what's going on there, but this, like I said, this is the third game this is the third game that they've done that they've come out flat in the second half and have let a team mount a comeback. So that they have to fix that. We see why we need Marshawn Lattimore. That play to Mike Wallace. I mean, even though in all honesty, St. Juice, that would be a guy St. Juice would be on anyway. And the fact that St. Juice lets him just run past him, like, I mean, people can feel how they want to feel, but at some point you have to stop believing in somebody. You know, like St. Juice, as much as people want to sit up there and talk positively about him or look at like little certain analytics and stuff like that, and you know, and it says, oh well, he was one of the best in coverage, and like, but he doesn't. When we need him to make the play, he does not make the play, and that is the problem with a guy like St. Juice. So for everybody who's talking about which one is going to go off the field, is Mikey Sanders still going to go into the slot? At this point now, St. Juice has to go to the bench. And to be quite honest, he's a free agent next year anyway. So it shouldn't even be a thing. Like, if he can't pick it up and he can't defend guys like he's supposed to defend guys, then he doesn't need to be on the field, period. Period. Like, he should have, like, Mike Wallace did nothing the entire game. And you telling me the one play he makes is the key drive to get the touchdown. And how does he get it? Just running, just basically moseying by St. Juice, with St. Juice not even putting a hand on him to slow down his route or anything. So, St. Juice, for me, bench him. I mean, if you're quick to bench Emmanuel Forbes, be quick to bench Benjamin St. Juice now, because he just doesn't get it done like he's supposed to, period. He just doesn't get it done. To me, in this game, Jaden Daniels it seemed like he was unsettled the whole game. Like, he just did not seem like himself. He seemed very sped up. I mean, if y'all paid attention, it was like they were going 3 and out so fast, like so quickly. Like, it was like there were times where I was watching the game and I was like, 3 and out already. Like, I mean, they were going 3 and out so fast. And I mean, but you can see that Jaden Daniels was unsettled the whole time in this game. You could see that he was rushing passes. He was overshooting guys. That's not something we normally see out of him. Somebody should have pulled him to the side and be like, hey, look, settle down, relax, everything's going to be okay. Not only that, at some point, Cliff Kingsbury should have sat up there and really did the RPO stuff. I mean, I understand you don't want them to get hurt and everything like that, but you got to get Pittsburgh out of this pass rush. You had to get them out of the pass rush. And the only way you could have done that is by making Jaden Daniels really feel like a threat. Because again, in this game, he didn't seem like a threat at all. He seemed like somebody that was just like back there, and it's like, okay, I guess I'll throw it now. I mean, you talking about, and this is another thing, like, there was so many drop passes today. So many drop passes today. Like, that's fairly unusual for these receivers, but they dropped a lot of passes today. And I mean, OZ just seemed like he wasn't having a good game at all today. Like, I mean, you talking about he muffed 2 punts. One was very costly. Then he I don't know if Jaden Daniels just like overthrew him or he didn't run the route out as much, but you know, you talking about he had 2 misses on wide open plays. Wide open plays. So, I mean, was it Jaden Daniels on the play or was it OZ on the play? You're going to have to go back and see, but either way, those were just key misses. Zach Ertz dropped a couple key plays. That was big time. De'Ami Brown dropped a touchdown in the end zone, even though it didn't cost us because we ended up getting the touchdown anyway. But still, that's, you know, like, the drops were apparent in this game. And I don't know what was going on today, what was happening today, or, you know, I just don't get it. All I know is that when it came down to it, Washington was not as on top like they were supposed to. They did score 27 points. They're still pacing their way, but that 4th down play, that was a very close play. And I get that the yellow line isn't really conducive of the 1st down, but I'm gonna be honest, this is the one area that I've always hated Zach Ertz in. Like, this has been him his whole career. He's always been a guy that is either tackled before the 1st down or is easily tackled when he could be gaining more yardage and things like that. Like, that is what is good about, like, Zach Ertz will catch the ball, but what's bad about him is that he doesn't get more from himself. Like, when it comes to Zach Ertz, and like I said, this has been him his entire career, which is why a lot of teams was like, yeah, you love Zach Ertz because he can make a play, but that's about as far as he go. Like, he doesn't put, to me, he doesn't seem like he has maximum effort. Like, when you see Travis Kelce catch a ball, like, Travis Kelce goes out there and just, like, dogs people. You know, George Kittle. Like, there are other tight ends that sit up there and they give maximum effort. Like, they really want to sit up there and make a play. Zach Ertz, he just easily goes down, and it's just one of the most aggravating things you can ever see. But man, and like I said again, it's not like this was a bad game. It's just that today everything just seemed very, very off. Everything seemed very off. Even when you look at the offensive line did not play well. I mean, don't get me wrong, they played well against TJ Watt, but they seemed like they were being blown up from the inside a whole lot. Now, Tyler Biadasz did go out in the game, and it could have been because Michael Dieter, you know, the offensive line is used to Biadasz being more of a leader and aggressor and things like that, and calling the plays out a little bit better. But Biadasz goes out and the line just looks completely disjointed. Like they could not get it together. And it, like I said, to me, it just seems like Jaden was just unsettled the whole game. And maybe Tyler Biadasz did play a huge role in that. Like, Tyler Biadasz not being there did play a huge role in him, like, not feeling settled, not feeling comfortable, not being able to really do the things he really wanted to do. Congratulations to the Pittsburgh Steelers. They really go out there, and if anything, you really find out that Mike Tomlin is possibly one of the smartest coaches there is. I mean, incredibly intelligent when it comes to stuff like this. I mean, it is just absolutely amazing at how he figures stuff out. I mean, the fact that he told the announcers that, Washington has been muffling stuff and has been getting in trouble, and there's going to be an opportunity for us to get one. And sure enough, if it didn't happen, like, I don't know what OZ is doing back there, if he's looking up and then looking down and he's like ready to make a play before he even catches the ball, but it hit him in the face twice. The first time it hit him in the face and it popped forward. Second time it hit him in the face, it popped back, and Pittsburgh was able to recover it. And like I said, OZ had an off day today. He had a bad day at work today. So, I mean, that's not to say that they can't rebound. It's just that you got a short week coming up. And Philly is playing right now. They're playing the Cowboys right now. And like I said, man, they really needed to sit up there and show that they can compete. I mean, it's so crazy. They lose and they fall down immediately the second. And again, Philly is now playing Dallas, so we'll see what the outcome of that game is. But man. And then, like I said, to basically lose the game on a penalty. Like, to lose the game on a penalty, man. I tell you, that's a rough one, man. That is a rough one. And like I said, it would have been nice if Zach Ertz was a little bit more stronger at the point of catch and, like, just ran guys over, man. I mean, because that right there, like I said again, that's the one thing you could not. I mean, we've watched Zach Ertz for a long time during his time in Philadelphia, during his time in Arizona. Like, that's the thing that you absolutely detest about Zach Ertz, is that he's not strong. He's not strong when you need him to be strong. Like, he doesn't really run guys over. He doesn't really sit up there and push guys and be like, no, I'm catching this ball and I'm going to walk you down to the first down. Like, he's just not that level of strong. And man. Like, Washington goes down 28-27 to the Pittsburgh Steelers. I will say this. This game, I think, gave them a lot of pointers on understanding what they need to do to actually battle back. One, the first thing they need to understand is that in the second half, they cannot keep coming out flat. Every team is coming back in the second half. Chicago came back in the second half. The Giants was coming back in the second half. And here we are, Pittsburgh, come back in the second half and beat us. So, again, it's just one of those things where they have to clean that up. They have to come out with the same level of aggression that they do in the first half. Like I said, they were doing well in the first half. They were keeping Pittsburgh down. I mean, to go in the halftime, like, really make it a point of making it difficult for them. Washington kind of made the mistake of not doing that. So, man. And they scored only once in the second half. So, yeah, man, that was some loss. But y'all tell me what y'all think. How do y'all feel? I mean, how do y'all feel after this? Don't get me wrong. I still think they're going to make the playoffs. I still think that they're going to win 10+ games. I just wanted them to get this game so they can really show people that, again, scoring-wise, they're still good. But in this game, we actually saw Jaden Daniels unsettled in the game. And I think the Tyler Biadasz absence made more of an impact than what we could even imagine, because, like I said, it just seems like when they were going 3 and out so fast, so quickly, it was like 3 and out, 3 and out, 3, and I was like, what is happening? Why they're going out 3 and out so quickly? So, and we miss Brian Robinson. We really miss Brian Robinson. Austin Seibert wasn't missed. Zane Gonzalez did a fantastic job stepping in for him. And Marshawn Lattimore, we need him back. We need him playing with us, because St. Juice has got to go sit his butt down, because St. Juice, he's a liability at this point. At this point in the season, St. Juice is a bigger liability than you can even imagine. And to see that him blatantly letting Mike Williams just run directly past him, I mean, not a punch, not a shove, not even a penalty. Just for him to basically just let him just run directly past him. Yeah, St. Juice is a liability. Like I said, next year he's a free agent. He doesn't need to come back. Sit him on the bench. Get Lattimore in. Let Sandra Steele stay on the outside, and let Igbenogany stay in the nickel. Y'all tell me what y'all think. How do y'all feel about what happened? Do y'all feel that Washington came out flat in the second half? How are y'all feeling about going forward? Like I said, I still feel that they can win 10+ games because they do have a lot of favorable matchups coming up. The game is this Thursday. This upcoming Thursday is the Commanders versus the Eagles. So, like I said, the Eagles game is currently going on. The Eagles versus Dallas game is going on. So that game, that Thursday game is going to be a huge game, not only for Washington but also for Philadelphia. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Other than that, this has been your man John Fortune, and this has been the Frustrated Fan Sports Show.